right, welcome everyone. We're Semblance of Sanity. I'm Caleb.
I'm Jacob.
And we're here for
Frieren, episode 19. We in school.
We are in school and we are on the hunter's exam. I mean, the first class mage's exam. Yes, exactly.
Once every 3 years, and we have to have at least one of the group be a first class mage in order to go to where we need to go. Cool. Okay.
Right. So we have a conundrum that our trio is trying to solve. But no, not Fern Stark, because Frieren's off on her own, which is fun. All the character development that she's gained over the course of the last many years, actually. Not to her, but, to us.
Right.
Can be put to practice here with strangers, people you don't know.
And people that both get along great together and also don't get along at all.
Right.
Yeah. Kana and Lewin, okay.
So it's business as usual for Frieren, right?
Yeah, actually, very similar. Yeah. Traded out one disaster couple for another.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, you don't even have to deal with Ubel, that crazy mage killer lady.
Yeah, what did they figure out about the way that the force field could maybe interact with them getting the bird?
I am hoping that it's just we just get them to, they just run into it and die, and then you just collect them there. And if you couldn't figure that out, you deserve to fail.
Did they make a point, though, that it had to be alive?
No, they didn't.
No, they did not.
You just have to have it in your cage.
Right.
Yeah.
So, all right, y'all, without further ado, let's get into this.
一級魔法使い選抜試験を行う。パーティー戦だ。総勢57名。3人1組のパーティーに分かれ、試験を受けてもらう。
So we're going to go focus on another party, maybe? Fern's.
Yeah, I really do want to see how Fern interacts with somebody as hostile as Ubel.
I'm trembling with fear. Yep.
Nah.
No.
All right. So what are you going to do while they're sleeping?
They did it.
Okay.
Wow.
気楽なことを言ってくれるね。
これから先の方が大変なんだよ。
僕らはシュティレを他のパーティーに奪われないように守ら。
Right. So don't let anybody know that you have it.
Well, you don't have to actively seek out other mages.
Right.
Just cast invisibility and silence on the thing.
Yeah, exactly.
And just be like, we're done.
Just bury it somewhere and get it before the test's over.
No.
So these cages are like special.
Oh,
Okay.
Damn, this thing is perfect for a mage test. Boom, yep.
Gotcha. Okay.
So what was your idea then the other night? Right, they've already encountered other people doing shit.
Right.
Oh?
Okay.
Yeah. Broadly.
Okay.
Touch.
Doesn't seem like a very helpful spell for catching a bird.
しかも20メートルくらい近づいた時点でこっちの存
Right.
在に気がついているみたい。現状あと一歩ってところだね。ずいぶんでっけえ一歩だな。
So
Yeah.
bait it.
要確認だけど、二人の魔法じゃシュティレの足止めは難しいんだよね。
But can you
うま
invite
く
one
凍
over
ら
with
せられれ
magic?
ば可能だろうが、魔力に敏感な上に頑丈で凍りにくい。多分動きを封じる前に逃げられちまう。
This thing is worse than a hand in a persona dungeon.
量の水があれば足止めは簡単だと思うけど。でも私が使えるのは水を操る魔法で、水自体を生成することはできないんだよね。
More and more, I'm realizing that Frieren is the actual wizard.
Right.
These are just sorcerers.
事前に魔力
They have their specialization, you know.
欲しいかな。
Right, we're so used to seeing Fern the hyper-competent student. Right, so
Yeah. We
guide
can
them
corral
because
it.
yeah.
Nice. And they're listening to her. They're respecting her. They're not
Yeah.
talking back. They're
Right.
giving their ear.
Actually deferring to her experience, yeah.
Mhm. Hey, they didn't tell us the plan, so it's gonna work.
Mm-hmm.
Picking a fight with all the other teams, though. All of them?
Yeah.
わかったよ。やってやろうじゃねえか。
All right.
とりあえず試験終了まで潜伏して。
That's a really good idea. Yep.
Yep.
つまんないよ。
No reason to do anything else.
堂々と戦わないと。
You a dumbass, bloodthirsty
Yeah.
bitch.
その前に水の補充だな。確か中央に湖があったはずだ。
All right.
Okay.
シュティレが早い段階で確保できてよかったよ。あとは日没まで潜伏すれば第一次試験は通過できる。どうした？
どうやらそううまくはいかないみたいだ。これってさ、道だと思っていたけれども枯れた川だよね。
The water's been moved.
何箇所もあった。
Oh shit.
試験区域を囲むように結界が張られているんですよね。
ああ、試験では定番だね。塵すら通さない強力なタイプ。
So it stops the flow of the river?
しかして水を通さないんですか？枯れ具合から見て結界を張ったのは1週間。
Uh-huh.
Okay.
私たち受験者も生き物ですから、活動するのにはある程度水が必要です。
だからって湖の周りに受験者がまとまっているとは限らないでしょう。
そうですね。私たちは水を持ち歩けます。でも同じ生き物であるシティレはそうは。
So they would naturally go to
Go
that
to
spot.
the lake. Okay.
よし決めた。もう水は諦めなさい。
さすがにそれはきついって。すでに喉カラカラなんだけど。
小さな池くらいなら探せばあるだろ
Yeah, and or just be like, okay, well, we'll just go without it. I don't think the test's going to be that long.
Damn.
Okay.
Easy. All right. It's this guy.
Should have stayed in the cave.
Elsewhere, Frieren's doing Frieren things.
Yeah.
湖の方向。
Wait. Did they just destroy the lake?
Yeah, like disperse it everywhere and then...
They're gonna freeze the whole lake.
Okay.
There's no water. That's why they're gonna piss off all the other teams.
Okay.
It'll force everyone to come here.
おいおい何のつもりだ
シャレにならんぞ。
この魔力第2パーティーのやつだな。何考えてやがる。他のパーティー全員を敵に回すつもりで。
You know, for someone who was just talking about, like, killing, looking away from your opponents an awful lot. Okay.
Okay.
凍った湖を早く溶かすんだ。
愚かだな。こんなに盛大に魔法を使って氷を溶かせば、この湖は本格的に使い物にならなくなる。シュティレはもうここには
There's a lot of recap this episode.
気がついた連中が他の水場を探しているようだが、
I mean,
魔力探知が甘すぎる。
Thanks for telling us, I guess.
Okay.
Oh shit.
Oh, okay. Not. Okay. I mean, an astute observation.
Oh.
Okay.
Gotcha. Sure.
Okay.
Cool. Yeah.
Right. Yes, among several other reasons.
So this is some basic shit. Okay. Sure.
All right.
魔王軍と戦っていた時代の強く誇り高い魔法使いを未だに夢見ている連中がいるのさ。
It's just too late.
もう甚だしい。
意外だな、デンケン。あんたはそれを支持する側の人間だと思っていた。
魔法使いに質などいらん。
Okay.
魔法使いはただ単に権威の象徴であればいいのだ。魔法使いとしての力量がいくらあっても人心を掌握できなければ無力。
Oh shit. I kind of
Alright.
like this guy actually.
魔法使いが失脚し迫害される様を山ほど見てきた。
Damn.
Gotcha. All right.
からは恐れられる。恐れの権威など長続きせん。そう、魔法は誇り高いものでも
I
なんだ。
I love this guy's mindset.
Yeah.
あんたくらい弱いのがちょうどいいってわけだ。
言ってくれたな、若造が。
Shut up,
お
boy.
前くらいなら目をつむっていても勝てるわ。
All right. There's some water.
Also flowing water.
Yeah. So maybe she like took some water from the lake before they froze it
Yeah.
to create a
Natural
watering hole. It's interesting that their party's still split up, though.
Well, it's because they've already communicated. They know where they're going.
Right.
Right, right. And if they split up, you can't find all of them. Mm-hmm. Yeah, they're dropping their magic in all the spots, yeah. Whoa.
Okay.
Cool.
Gotcha. So they're making a bunch of fake spots for teams to wait at that
Yeah.
won't actually attract them. Okay.
Right. And they'll never know where that one is because you can't detect it. It's
Right.
It's a spot
Yeah.
with no water or no
Okay.
mana. So, oh, is he gonna start doing some divination stuff? So we'll wait. Oh, okay.
All right.
I kind of like this. Not
Yeah.
wasting your energy going, doing all the stuff there. Yeah, sure. You only do so much. This is
I'll
a
be
Frieren
perfectly
strat.
still. Yeah.
I use sit.
And she reduces her mana down to like actually nothing.
Yeah.
マジかよ。魔力って完全に消せるもんなんだな。完全じゃないよ。さすがに動けば少しは魔力が漏れる。ほら。わかんねえよ。
Whoa.
私たちは見張りだな。
Can't even sense that movement.
Yeah.
Okay.
So now Frieren just takes a nap, and that's the
Yep.
strat.
雨さえ降れば戦力になれるんだけどね。
I love this. All the young mages are kind of just flailing around, and the 2 old mages are kind of like, this
Yeah,
is the
taking
time
their
for
time.
meditation.
Especially with tests like this,
Whoa.
you don't get to be an old mage.
Yeah, just
Right.
a casual, looks like a kind of a herbivore animal just
Yeah,
coming by and
something
being like, yep, I'm just gonna go.
Doesn't even really notice Frieren.
Doesn't even care, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh shit, one
Even
of the
the
predators
monsters.
too.
Okay. Now you need to hope that the steel decides to land close to you.
Holy
All right.
shit.
Hey, bud.
Gotcha, bitch!
All right.
他のパーティーに喧嘩を売った甲斐があったぜ。これで第一次試験突破だね。
Uh-oh.
いや、
No.
Gotcha. So he was resting-
detecting the whole area.
Yeah,
and when
yeah,
something that wasn't using magic suddenly popped up,
Yeah, specifically
everyone-
pops up out of nowhere because everyone else you'd be able to
be
tell.
constantly emitting mana. Yeah.
Right.
All right.
Okay.
Animate objects. Oh, just transmute them into...
Okay.
All right, well, this is the other fight. Yeah. Only shielding the ones that are actually going to hit.
Right.
It's old.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's all I need.
戦闘では基礎的な魔法以外は使わないように言われてますから。あなたの師匠の方針なのね。はい。
Oh! Yeah! Of this era!
Yeah.
Your grandfather's grandfather is
Right.
included in that era.
Uh-huh.
What inefficient use of magic.
Yeah, like,
I
why
only
aren't
need
you-
to pull up one shield spell
Well,
for that.
yeah, it's just one person. Like,
Right.
I mean, theoretically, you should all be experienced mages since, you're taking this test.
Oh. She can tell. Not by reputation, but by actual
Yeah.
magical output. Who cares? You're stronger, though. Oh.
All right.
I like it. But they both fight dirty, so actually they're
Yeah,
a good
that's
match for
kinda-
each other. Let them fight.
Yeah.
All right. This is a
That
very
was-
oddly paced episode.
Yeah.
Yeah. Lots of exposition from Denkin, but then I ended up liking Denkin by the end of it.
Oh, yeah, Denkin was my favorite part of the episode,
Yeah,
for
for sure.
But, like, not a lot happened.
All right,
Okay.
so we got ourselves another continuation of the test
Yep.
little section of things. It's still going because they're really making this quite slow.
Yeah.
I'm quite disappointed in how slow this arc is going. It feels like the kind of thing where they're wanting us to get attached or set up the attachment for future arcs where we'll end up knowing these characters from the sideline side of things.
And hey, from the standpoint of the previous episode being an introduction for Luen and Kane, this episode being kind of an introduction for Denkin, cool.
Sure.
Like, I liked the stuff that we got from him. Like, he was fun.
Yeah. And then also just having them actually execute their whole plan as a team because they now respect and also listen to Frieren.
Exactly.
So, hey, really cool stuff to see that Frieren has learned a lot, not just from going from her old party, but to actually just Fernan Stark. So this is a part of who Frieren is now.
Yeah.
And that's exciting. She's not the person that she was back with Himmel and, Eisen and Hathor and all of them. So it does differ from party to party. And yeah, learning how to lead a party or inspire them is different when it comes to, one party to the other.
Right.
So she does her due diligence. She does kind of do the, I have a spell for this kind of trope, which is Frieren. That is her gimmick.
Yes.
That is her entire thing. But it is effectively nothing that follows with regards to the introduction of these characters or the setting or any of the progression in this arc. So all the stuff that happens here is very arbitrary. It is not character motivated.
Yep. And I think that's why we appreciated Denkin's stuff, because it was character motivated.
It was character
right?
motivated,
It's okay, let's actually get into the mindset of this guy rather than, oh, hey, if Frieren has a spell for capturing the steel, that's cool, but then we don't need to go into the mechanics of all the different ways in which it's going to be made to work.
Because you just made the spell up. You just have
exactly.
We have a spell for that, so we don't need to know why it works. You're already pulling it out of thin air because it's Frieren.
And we don't need to see, all the time in which, oh, hey, the mages are like, oh no, they froze the lake, and now we must try and thaw it. That is,
and then people expositing about what other people are doing for us, the audience's sake. Yeah. That is some Dragon Ball Z basic, kind of, we, the audience, is really dumb. They can't be shown stuff. They have to be told every painstaking detail. And it has to be done, well, one, just at the speed of talking. So that's one thing that just slows down the pacing. But also, two, it has to be done by a character that's not them, because we have to drum up a reason as to why they would actually talk about it.
Right.
Which is also clunky. So Frieren as a show has had a really high bar set in the way that they deliver the storytelling. So it's more just that this is kind of your generic fantasy stuff, and it's kind of unfortunate that we're relying on this stuff here, and we're still in this whole section of the story. And now we're about to have a fight specifically between Denkin's group and Frieren's group.
Yep.
With us not caring about any of the characters other than Frieren, really, at this point.
And with a lot of the commentary that they had about like Denkin talking about how hey, there are plenty of powerful mages out there, but they just end up getting killed because it's a struggle to be at the top, and so if you don't have people that are on your side, they'll end up just you won't end up getting there. Cool. Okay.
Yeah. And that's interesting. That's really interesting.
And it's relevant to Frieren's arc as a character.
It's relevant to Frieren's arc as a character, in that Frieren is someone that doesn't know how to sway the hearts of people. She does have all-powerful magic, to scale things.
Yeah.
But she is learning how to move the hearts of people. That's what she did this episode. Now, was it shown in any very strong, dramatic way? No, that was what last episode was about.
Right.
So this episode, we finally got to see it happen for the most part. But even then, because we focus so much on all the other characters, and then also, having text come up for the names of these characters as if we're going to care about them potentially in 5 episodes is really, really tough, because I'm like, I need a lot more from Frieren as a show, as a story, in order for me to be invested in all these side characters.
And one of the other things that I felt like it took away from some of the special aspects of Ubel, because Ubel was like, okay, cool, this is a character that's exciting because, she's
a wild card.
She's a wild card. She's chaotic. She has no problem killing people and stuff. Awesome. The idea of the bull in the china shop of how this is all going to go, I love it, and Fern has to work alongside this person. Great.
Yeah.
But then they established that, oh no, the people who set up this test are actively, just like, yeah, a bunch of people are going to come in here that are potentially promising mages, and they're just going to get slaughtered. And that is a sustainable and effective way to run a test. That can be the way that this world works. That's great. But then, like, suddenly Ubel doesn't really seem like anything special. It's like, so that's what everybody is. Okay.
Yeah.
You know.
It's more the thing of where Fern stands out more because of that, which I do find interesting. That is something that I would like to have explored, the idea of what makes Fern stand out amongst her peers. And because of us having all this time spent with her, she seems normal. Whereas to everybody else, it's no, Lubel is not special. That's the point. Fern is the weird one. You're the one that feels like I'm fighting my grandfather.
Right. You're the one who is...
waste magic.
Yeah,
you don't do AoE spells.
When you're fighting a single target.
Well, right, because it's the idea of, I can't guarantee that I'm going to hit you, so I'm going to make sure that I will have you actually, have to defend yourself. Because that's the other weird thing about this, is that we've kind of gotten away with not going too hardcore into the intricacies of the magic system. And I mean, like stat intricacies,
Yeah.
We just have, your mana output at this point.
I can manipulate water, but I can't create it. Okay. All right.
There's no thing as to why people have to tell us that for every single power now, specifically.
Right.
Which,
if the show wants to go into the, hey, we're going to lean into the action side of things, that's totally fine. This show has demonstrated that the action can be absolutely fucking awesome. But even like the action in this felt like, okay, like it didn't feel exciting.
Yeah, we had a lot of standing around, side-scrolling as we're waiting for them to do something.
Right.
And then, of course, none of these characters are actually going to do anything with any real consequence in the fight because we haven't fully introduced these characters yet. So
like, when I think of the way in which something like this kind of arc could be just awesome for a show like Frieren is because then we get to see all of these other mages that maybe are very different, and if we do take them seriously, then great. That expands the world. That makes us have a deeper appreciation for the magic and things.
Yeah.
Whereas in this, it's the no. Basic rudimentary magic is enough to beat the mages of this era.
Oh, well, not only that, none of the mages are actually shown killing each other.
Yeah,
it's actually all just monsters.
When the one guy said like, "Oh, I was intending to kill with that attack," I was like, "Oh God!" Like, okay.
I missed the moment when we saw what?
Oh yeah, the demon get like just nailed by the spell, and it's like, oh fuck,
wasted.
Yeah,
just the no words, no nothing, just bam, you're dead. It's over.
That was a very exciting mage on mage kind of setup there, because both really did feel powerful. It's the if either of us hits you once, you're dead, and really you don't have just like a guaranteed way to defend, right? It's very much like a risky thing, so you want to like surprise attack and things. Whereas with this, it's just sort of
So
I miss Stark.
Yeah, I miss Stark. I miss Fern being with Stark and Frieren. I kind of want to go back.
We have to go back, Kate.
We have to go back. But Denkin and Frieren meeting up and not fighting but talking.
That sounds
really
fun.
Interesting.
That
especially after they throw a few spells and it's like, wait a minute, and then they have this little bit.
It's the little like test of like, okay.
Do you guys need a Stella? Yeah, we do. Okay, we'll use this test. Come over here. We'll help you get one.
Right.
Yeah. No need to fight. Like, I understand you could probably kill these two girls. Hey, but I don't want to have to kill any of you in order to keep you from killing these two girls.
And I understand you've gotten to be this old in a society where they throw, wizard students to the wolves.
Yeah.
By not picking fights with people like me. So, yeah. That could be a real fun conversation. That could be really cool.
But yeah, y'all, thank you so much for watching this episode's reaction and discussion. If you want to see the next episode's reaction and discussion right now, though, go check out the link in the description below for our Patreon. You can get on early access there. You can watch full-length timer reactions there, and all this comes with Discord access, so you can chat with us in the community there about this show, about anime in general, and also be sure to check out our Twitch channel. So yeah, if any of that interests you, we'll see you there. But until then, we're Semblance of Sanity. I'm Caleb.
I'm Jacob.
And we'll see you all next time.